You're sitting at a table with a group of people. There's a break in the conversation, you open your mouth to make a point, and instantly, someone talks right over you. The natural human reflex in this moment is to fight back for the floor. We raise our volume, speed up our words, or push aggressively to finish our sentence before the window closes entirely. We might overlaugh at a joke we barely heard, or rapidly string thoughts together to hold the spotlight. But every rapid gesture and raised pitch signals a need for the group's attention to feel secure. Social dynamics often work in reverse. The harder you pull at a group's attention, the more likely they are to ignore you. Chasing validation creates a friction that pushes it further out of reach. True authority doesn't require raising your voice. It is the result of a grounded, quiet presence that pulls people in without ever asking for permission. Watch what happens when friction enters a relationship. A friend cancels plans at the last minute, or a colleague sharply disagrees with your idea. The average response is immediate and emotional. The instinct is to launch into a defensive explanation or try to fix the moment. But taking a breath and maintaining emotional control signals that you are not easily shaken by external events. Looking at this diagram, we see the social vacuum in action. When conversation stops, chaotic energy expands to fill the empty space. Instead of rushing to relieve tension with random chatter, respected individuals absorb that silence. They sit comfortably, letting the pressure build. When they finally do speak, they do it slowly. They don't rush to fill the void. By holding back their words, they force the rest of the room to lean in and quiet down. Verbal and emotional restraint draws the room into a state of anticipation, ensuring that when you finally do speak, the group is actually prepared to listen. Long before you open your mouth, the room has already subconsciously calculated your standing based entirely on your physical state. Fidgeting, slouching, and avoiding eye contact are indicators of low confidence. Contrast that with the visual weight of a person holding perfectly still while everyone else is moving frantically. Moving slowly, standing straight, and maintaining steady eye contact communicate that you are comfortable in your environment. Your body language sets a boundary before you even speak. If someone tries to cut you off mid-sentence, the protocol is simple. You pause calmly, hold your ground, and then continue your thought at your original pitch and pace. Exploding in anger reveals a lack of control, while immediately backing down shows a lack of conviction. Both reactions indicate that the other person is in control of the interaction. By holding firm without a hint of emotional reactivity, you set a silent standard that the rest of the room begins to mirror. The quickest way to lose a group's respect is by making it obvious that you are looking for their approval. This graph shows the relationship between value and information. As you over-explain your life story, your perceived value drops. High information output signals low social status. By utilizing strategic mystery, withholding opinions and resisting the urge to overshare, the curve inverts and climbs. When people don't know everything about you, they naturally fill in the blanks. That silence forces them to project depth and competence onto your character. There is power in letting people wonder. Being comfortable with the possibility that others might misunderstand you eliminates the needy energy that repels respect. Respect becomes the natural baseline for your interactions when you stop looking for it in the eyes of others. Imagine stepping into that room again. Your internal state has shifted. You are calm, unhurried, and perfectly grounded. Your objective is no longer to scan the room for approval. Your only goal is to hold your own space and observe the environment. Commanding a room has nothing to do with aggressive dominance or having a booming voice. It is about being the least reactive person in the environment. By speaking less, by reacting less, and needing less validation, the people around you begin to adjust their own behavior to match your pace. Respect is not given to those who chase it. It is given to those who simply do not need it.